This side of the room. La 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 la. On this side of the room. La 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 la. Shabbat Shalom. So nice to be with all of you as we celebrate Shabbat together, Hanukkah together, some extraordinary young people becoming B'nai Mitzvah this Shabbat. We'll have more on Hanukkah in a minute. I just want to say that this morning I was with our older ECC students, and we were doing our Shabbat in the courtyard. And Lana, who leads Shabbat usually with the music, she said, Rabbi Mari, we're really excited to tell you about a new tradition that we have. We sing Shalom Aleichem to welcome the angels. And I thought, it was so beautiful, so sweet, and I thought, that's so much, so Jewish, this new, very, very old tradition. So here we are, blending the old, blending the new, building on the old, creating the new. Let's welcome the angels. Clapping. Thank you.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachei Hasharei, Malachei Elyon, B'melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bochem Shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, B'melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Baruchuni l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, B'melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Seichem l'shalom, Malachei Hashalom, Malachei Elyon, B'melech, Malachei Hamlachim, HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
If you've been watching your emails from TIOH, you've seen that every day over the course of Hanukkah, we're sending out a very short video and description of an illuminary, a great light of the Jewish people. Rabbi Michelle headed up this project, and under her leadership, we have and will honor Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Rabbi Osnat Barzani, Bessie Moses, Julius Lester, Friedel Dicker Brandeis, Bella Abzug, Sandy Koufax, and Larry Kramer. We know that in our own lives there are others who shine great and enduring light. And so we're going to ask you now to find somebody sitting near you, maybe somebody you didn't come from the same house to hear with, if you can. See if you can find somebody. And just share a few words about somebody who has brought light into your life, whose light continues to shine. What's that? That's great. If you're on Zoom and you'd like to add a name in the chat, maybe a word about the person who brought or brings light into your life, please do so. And if you'll begin to finish up so we can come on back. I'm going to share a few on Zoom. My daughter Jen, my Chavara and Psalm sisters, Anna, mom's caregiver, beautiful. I'd like to ask if there are a few people who are here in person, my TIOH community, we love seeing that. If there are a few folks who are here in person who might like to just share just a word about the person you thought of.
My father, Arthur Walpe, who taught the first confirmation class at Temple Israel of Hollywood.
Oh, goodness, he brought light to all of us. Your husband, Claude Maradi, whom we're all remembering and his impact here on our community. Thank you so much.
I have a mic for this side too, so.
Oh, great.
Well, the most current light is my granddaughter, Sylvie Belgrains, who will be bat mitzvah tomorrow. And, and my other two grandchildren who are in the Jewish day school here. Very happy about that. They're 10 years old, Theodore and Georgia Grains. And my mother, who's in here in my heart, who passed away at 103 a few years ago. So those are my lights. And my husband.
God bless her.
Beautiful.
Nice.
That's a lot of
Beautiful.
You know, speaking of kids, Rabbi Michelle, you just asked Calvin, I just want to say we're going to have a moment of actually celebrating this, but we have not communally welcomed kiddo. So how about the great light of the newest baby in our clergy community?
And the light for us is our two children, Maya and Noah, who will have their B'nai Mitzvah tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get Mazal Tov.
Beautiful.
Wonderful. So I want to turn to some lights of our community, which are our current board members. And if you're on our board, would you please rise for just a moment? You shine light upon all of us with your commitments, with your dedication, with your passion, with your love, with your very, very good questions about everything that we're doing and how we can do it better all the time. We are unbelievably grateful to you. It is a role that one steps into just ready to serve and give, and we will never, ever not be grateful for that. So to our board members, we thank you so much for being the light of our community. And would you please come up and light our Chanukiah? Also, if you brought a Chanukiah, please come up and light that one. But all the rest of them, we're going to invite the board members to light them as we celebrate this 6th night of Hanukkah.
Maybe Heidi should light the big one.
Need some more people over here, so come on up. Light a Chanukiah, just take one. You don't have to be a board member. Vika, come on up. Barbara, come on up with your son, with David. Come on up. Yeah.
Ready? Get those shamashim wet. All right. All together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim הנרות הללו אנו מדליקים על הניסים ועל הנפלאות ועל התשועות ועל המלחמות שעשית לאבותינו, שעשית לאבותינו בימים ההם, בימים ההם, בימים ההם, בזמן הזה. חנוכה linda sta aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelita, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Hanukkah linda está aquí, ocho candelas para mí. Oh, una candelica, dos candelicas, tres candelicas, cuatro candelicas, cinco candelicas, seis candelicas, siete candelicas, ocho candelas para mí.
It is a great pleasure to invite those great lights you heard about a few moments ago, Sylvie, Noah, and Maya, to please, and their families, please come help us light the Shabbat candles.
And we bring the light of Shabbat in 3 times. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu להדליק נר של שבת. Page 29. לך דודי לקראת כלה בני שבת נקבלה שמור וזכור בדיבור אחד השמיע stay standing for the Baruch Hu.
Please be seated. A poem, maybe a prayer for winter. So much about winter is written in a different climate, but I think we can still catch something about what it's like to be out in the cold air and come into the warmth of love and the warmth of home. Winter by John Clare. The small wind whispers through the leafless hedge, most sharp and chill, while the light, snowy flakes rest on each twig and spike of withered edge, resembling scattered feathers, vainly breaks. The pale split sunbeam through the frowning cloud on winter's frowns below from day to day. Unmelted, still, he spreads his hoary shroud in dithering pride on the pale traveler's way, who crudeling hastens from the storm behind, fast gathering deep and black, again to find his cottage fire and corners sheltering bounds where happily such uncomfortable days makes musical the woodscape's frizzling sounds and hoarse loud bellows puffing up the blaze. In our chilly California air, Baruch Atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv Aravim.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael Adonai ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. והיו הדברים האלה ושילמתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך. וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
So in 11th grade, I was taking an AP English course, and my teacher, all year long, he was building up skills for all of us to eventually take that test, the AP test, at the end of the year, and we all really wanted to pass. But he made it so fun for us. I developed my love of Ticonderoga pencils because of this teacher. It's the only one that you should use ever, and thank you. He instilled in us a love of Walt Whitman, obviously, and he taught us this term, textual self-reflection. What does that even mean? That's what we all thought when he first told us that. So we asked him, we said, what is that, textual self-reflection? It's when the subject of the text becomes the text itself. What does that mean? When the subject of the text becomes the text itself. And we said, okay, give us an example. He's like, when you see it, you'll know. When you see it, you'll know. And the whole year became a running joke, textual self-reflection. And then, day of the test came. We're all sitting there quietly in our class. And we're taking this test. And one of the prompts, we're all reading, like going through it. And it hits us. We all look up at each other. We're like, this is it. We get it now. And as we come to Micha Mocha, before we offer this, I just think it's this beautiful moment that we pray, we offer these words of freedom, of redemption. And I think this is the moment that really defines us as a people. This is the moment that defines us on our journey. We are free. We're leaving the narrow place. We're leaving Egypt, a place that was filled with hatred and violence and negativity, and we don't know where we're going, but there's water literally on either side of us showing us a path forward. And we can see our friends, our family, our history reflected in that water as we move through it. And I believe that it's this moment, that it's when we become the text itself. And so textual self-reflection, I just want to offer that for you. Maybe you'll understand, maybe you won't, maybe you'll never get it, but I think that's part of the point. I think that's part of it, and we're all in it together. So let us offer Micha Mocha tonight. We are on page 81.
Adonai, Ga'al, Baruch,
Ata Ga'al Yisrael. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ushmor tzedkenu U'oreinu L'chaim u'shalom Be'ata ve'ad Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu Leshalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'shalom V'hamidenu Malkeinu L'chaim. V'shomeru b'nei Yisrael et HaShabbat la'asot et HaShabbat לדורותם ברית עולם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, וביום השביעי שבת וינפש. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי
ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, את השבת לעשות, את השבת לדורותם, ברית עולם, ברית עולם.
In just a moment, we're going to begin our Amidah together on page 87. We are going to dim the lights ever so slightly, as you notice now. Oh, there you go. And as the change in the room physically changed, let's find that change inside of all of us spiritually. For those who are able, let us rise now. We begin on page 87, and we'll continue silently through page 93. And when you are ready, you may be seated.
In a time full of war, be peace. In a time full of doubt, just believe. There's not much difference between you and me. In a time full of war, be peace. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. La 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 la. In a place that needs change, make a difference. In a time full of noise, just listen. 'Cause life is but a breeze, better live it. In a place that needs change, make a difference. In a world full of hate, be a light. When you do somebody wrong, make it right. Don't hide in the dark. You were born to shine. In a world full of hate, be a light. It's hard to live in color when you just see black and white. In a world full of hate, be a light.
This week was, I feel like that song a bit. There was so much light this week. In our schools, in our community, lighting candles in our homes over Zoom. And then there was just such darkness also in our capital, in our courts, illnesses, physical illnesses, mental illnesses, struggles. I feel like we're all holding all of that at once. And so we take a moment to dive into those who are in need of healing, the Mishaberach. You can find their names in your pamphlets. You can find the people who are in need of healing, perhaps right next to you or you yourself. I want to raise up Jessica Klein that I'm sending blessings to of healing. And please say the names out loud of others that you're recalling in need of healing.
Simon.
When we light the candles for Hanukkah, all we have to do is light one light. And when Moses said his prayer for healing, all he said was, El na rafana la. Please, God, heal her.
Anna,
This week we also suffered deaths in Michigan, the deaths of 3 high school students due to gunfire. It is another healing that really needs to be addressed in our country, but mainly for those poor families who have suffered the death of their children. And so we remember this week especially the Oxford High School students in Michigan, Madison Baldwin, Tate Meyer, Hannah St. Juliana, and Justin Schilling. Also during these past 30 days, we've laid to rest Dr. Arnold Derwin, the father of Nancy Derwin Weiss, and Philip F. Margot, the father of Neely Irwin. Also, during this past week, we have remembered the yahrzeits of Dorothy Brown, Herbert Glazer, Beth Goldsmith, Lucille Grossman, Elaine Joseph, Ione Krell, Louis Lashnick, Edith Levine, Rose Logan, Shirley Marks, Louis Mitkin, Leon Makatel, Betty Rohrlich, Joseph Warlick, Bernard Schwartz, Charlotte Simon, Enid Steckler, Tomas George Stern, Evelyn Serval, George Williams, and Claire Fox Wolpe. If I mentioned a name and you're saying Kaddish for someone, if you would please rise first. And if I didn't mention a name and you're in the first year of mourning or remembering a yahrzeit, we remember Claude Marotti, who died this year. Jennifer, please stand.
Michelle Jaggernoff and Danny Snodgrass.
And if you're able to rise, we rise and help support the mourners as they lead us in Kaddish. We're on page 292. Yitkadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah,
Amen.
v'yalma divrach hirutei v'yalmich malchutei, b'chayechon of yomechon of chayet to kol Beit Yisrael, ba'agalau v'zman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam olmei maya, yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudashah b'reichu. Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran bi'alma v'imru amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen.
Roma.
come forward and help lead us in Kiddush.
And
Just a
Sylvie.
couple of
Sylvie too? No? Oh, sorry.
And just a couple of announcements. We are continuing to celebrate Hanukkah. So tomorrow, 4 o'clock, the ECC will be joining us. 6 o'clock, kindergarten through 6th grade. Sunday, the teens at 4:45 will be celebrating. And upcoming events is Tuesday, December 21st is Tuesday with Mari. Christmas dinner is December 25th. We tried to change the date, but that's, just when it's going to be. And sign-ups for a women's retreat is happening now. So please, be with us and join us. Okay, Maya and Noah.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho v'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu Zikaron le'maaseh bereshit Ki hu yom tefillah le'mikra'ei kodesh Zecher le'tziat mitzrayim Ki banu v'acharta ve'otanu kidashta mikol ha'amim v'shabbat Ve'ahava uvratzon Hichaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim.
And Noah, take the collar.
All right.
When you're ready, Baruch.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz
And it wouldn't be a Hanukkah without Ma'ot Tzur. So let's hear it for Ma'ot Tzur.
Ma'ot Tzur Yeshuati Lechana El Shabeha Tikon V'Tefilati V'Sham Toda Nezabeha Ve'em Tachim Matbeha Kitzavam Nabeha Azekor B'Shir Mizmor Tanuka HaMizbeha Azekor B'Shir Mizmor Tanuka HaMizbeha. And in English, Rock of Ages, let us song, praise thy saving power. Thou amidst the raging foes, dost a sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but thy love availed us, and thy word broke the sword when our own strength failed us, and thy word broke the sword when our own strength failed us.
Please have a latke and a sufgania.
Don't be too jealous. You sound like a big bad wolf about to